Hi there. This video is an exam paper walkthrough of the Edexcel GCSE Mathematics Higher Tier Paper 1 from summer 2023. This paper is worth 80 marks in total, and this is the second video of 4. It will focus on questions 7 to 13, which account for 19 of these marks. Edexcel Paper 1s are non-calculator, so a calculator cannot be used. A little disclaimer: there may be more than one way to answer a question. The methods shown in this video are not the only way some mathematical skills can be applied. Okay, let's get started. Question 7. The price of a holiday increases by 20%. This 20% increase adds £240 to the price of the holiday. Work out the price of the holiday before the increase. So if that 20% adds £240, then that 20% must be equal to the £240. We're trying to find the original price before the increase, so we're wanting what the original 100% would be. Well, 100 divided by 20 is 5, so if I multiply by 5, that will tell me the original price of the holiday. So 5 multiplied by 0, 5 multiplied by 4, 5 multiplied by 2. So the price of the holiday before the increase was £1,200. Question 8. The diagram shows a solid cylinder on a horizontal floor. So this is the cylinder. It's got a height of 40 centimetres. We've been given the pressure equals force divided by area formula. So the cylinder has a volume of 1,200 centimetres cubed and a height of 40 centimetres. The cylinder exerts a force of 90 newtons on the floor. Work out the pressure on the floor due to the cylinder. So we're working out the pressure. We know the force, so what we're missing is the area. So we need to find the area of this face here, this circular face that is on the floor. We've been given the volume. To find the volume, we would find the area of this circle and then multiply it by the height. So if we reverse that, if we do 1,200 divided by 40, that will tell us the area of that face of the cylinder. So 1,200 divided by 40. Well, I can divide top and bottom by 10. So then I'm doing 120 divided by 4, which makes my life a little bit easier. So 4's into 12. 4, 8, 12, 1, 2, 3. No remainder, so the answer is 30. So the area is 30 centimetres squared. The force is 90 newtons. So we can now find the pressure, because pressure is force divided by area. Again, we can divide top and bottom by 10. Then we're doing 9 divided by 3, which is 3. So the pressure is in newtons per centimetre squared, because we've got centimetres squared and newtons. So the answer is, make sure you can see it, 3 on the answer line. Question 9. Use these graphs to solve the simultaneous equations 2 subtract 2y equals x. So 2 subtract 2y equals x is this line here. And then 2y equals 3x subtract 22, which is this line here. So to solve simultaneous equations, if we draw the two lines, the two graphs, where they intersect tells us the solutions. So the x-coordinate will be the x solution and the y-coordinate will be the y solution, because we need an x and a y for simultaneous equations. So the x-coordinate is 6 and the y-coordinate is -2. Question 10. Here is a pentagon, so five-sided shape. Angle AED, so AED, so this angle here is 4 times angle ABC, ABC, this angle here. Work out the size of angle AED, you must show all of your working. So we've been told that AED is 4 times this angle, so if we call this angle X, AED must be 4X. So angles inside a pentagon. So we want to know what the angles inside a pentagon would sum to. So we're going to do the number of sides subtracted by 2 multiplied by 180 for the sum of the interior angles. So we've got 5 sides, which is 3 times 180, which is 540 degrees in total. So let's form an equation now to solve, knowing that all of these angles should add up to 540. So we have 110 plus 135 plus 4x plus 120 plus x should all equal 540. Positive 4x add x. Remember, collecting like terms, it's the signs in front that are important. Positive 4x add x is 5x. 110 plus 135, that's 245. And then if we add the other 120, 365. So 5x add 365 equals 540. So now we're going to subtract 365 from both sides. And then we're going to divide by 5. Fives into 17, 1, 2, 3. 15 to 17 is remainder 2. 5 into 25, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No remainder. So x is 35. They want the size of angle AED. We said the angle AED was 4x. So 4x is angle AED. We just worked out that x is 35. So 4 times 35 is AED. Let's do some working out. 35 times 4. 4 times 5 is 20. 12. 140. So AED equals 140 degrees. And we're going to pop that on our answer line. Question 11. Write this expression in the form ax to the power of b, y to the power of c, where a, b and c are integers. So we're going to use our laws of indices to simplify this further. So I'm going to start with the numerator. So 6 squared is 36. X to the power of 5 times 2. Y to the power of 3 times 2. Because that bracket is a power of a power rule. So that's the numerator simplified. Let's do the denominator. So 3 times 4 is 12. X to the power of 2 multiplied by x to the power of that invisible 1 is x to the power of 3 because we add the powers when we're multiplying. Y to the power of 7 multiplied by y to the power of minus 3 is y to the power of 4. Again, 7 plus minus 3 is 4. Now it's a case of simplifying. So 36 divided by 12 is 3. X to the power of 10 divided by x to the power of 3. We're dividing, so the law of indices for division says we subtract the powers when the base number is the same. So that becomes x to the power of 7 because 10 take away 3 is 7. And then y to the power of 6 divided by y to the power of 4 becomes y squared because 6 take away 4 is 2. And then that's our expression simplified. And A is 3, B is 7 and C is 2. All of them are integers, all of them are whole numbers. Question 12. Martha plays a game twice. The probability tree diagram shows the probabilities that Martha will win or lose each game. So this is the first game, this is the second game. The branches dependent on the first game. So if they win, and then they win or lose the second game. If they lose the first game, win or lose the second game. Find the probability that Martha will lose at least one game. So by losing at least one game, we're not interested in win-win because they haven't lost anyway, but we can win the first game, lose the second game. So win the first, lose the second. So this is win-lose. And then we could lose the first, win the second. That's 3/8 multiplied by 2/9. Or we could lose the first and lose the second because it says at least one game, not just one game. So if we lost both games, it would be 3 8s multiplied by 7 9s. So let's work these out. Multiplying fractions, we do numerator multiplied by numerator, and then denominator multiplied by denominator. So that's 35 over 8 times 9, 72. And then 3 times 2, that's 6 over 72. 3 times 7 is 21 over 72. Now we need to add these probabilities together. Now fortunately we have a common denominator of 72. It's just simply a case now of adding the numerators. So 35 plus 6 plus 21, so that's 11, 12. So we've got a probability of 62 out of 72 that Martha will lose at least one game. You don't have to simplify that any further, just pop it on the answer line. Question 13, y is directly proportional to x. So y is directly proportional to x. Y is 24 when x is 1.5. Work out the value of y when x equals 5. So this is the y is proportional to x, directly proportional to general form. So we can also say that y equals kx, k being the constant of proportionality. So we need to work out what k is to be able to do anything else with this problem. So they've given us a corresponding y and x value. We're going to substitute those in. So when y is 24, x is 1.5. So k is equal to 24 divided by 1.5. So now we need to do 24 divided by 1.5. So if I multiply that by 10, it becomes 15. Have to do the same on the other side because we're dividing. So I'm doing 240 divided by 15. 240, 15, 15, 30, 45, 60. 15's into 24, 1. To get from 15 to 24, it's a remainder of 90. We need to go a bit further with these then. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 15s into 90. So 240 divided by 15 is 16. So 24 divided by 1.5 is also 16. So we can rewrite this as y equals 16x. So this is the form that we're going to use now. Work out the value of y when x is 5. So we're going to substitute 5 in here for x. So y equals 16 multiplied by 5. 16 multiplied by 5. 5 times 6 is 30. 80. So when x equals 5, y equals 80.